being oppressed. You understand what I'm saying? Why are you being oppressed? Because you are an Israelite and you have disobeyed the commandments of the Lord, and God have just simply kept his word. Go ahead and read some more.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore.
See what I say? You're not going to be very prosperous. Now you look at us. Are we prosperous as a people?
No, sir.
But then you look at the people that the world acknowledges as being the Israelites. They are very prosperous, aren't they?
Yes, sir.
Every time you go to a bank to sit down and get you a couple of dollars so you can buy you a little hut somewhere, you are sitting in front of Edomite. He is the one that designed the banking system as we have today. You know who one of the main was? You have heard of the Rothschilds having. You heard of them, right? You might have heard of them with the liquor store in your neighborhood. Actually, the old man, he had 7 sons.
Yes,
6
sir.
of them was bankers, and the other one went into the liquor business.
Yes, sir.
All of them making major money. You understand? I can remember when I was coming along, every liquor store I saw had the name Rothschild written across it. I didn't think there was no more liquor stores. So he made big money in liquor, and all of the rest of them made big money in banking. You understand what I'm saying? And they still, and in your banks now, your lending institutions today, they are still controlled by the Edomites, the one that you call Israelites. So now, who is it that is prospering in the way? They are. Who is it that not prospering in the way? You are.
Yes, sir.
But that's what the Lord said was going to be with Israel, didn't it?
Yes,
he said they would not prosper in the way, didn't he?
Yes,
now, skip down to verse 37. Go ahead and read.
And thou shalt become an astonishment,
Uh-huh.
a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Now, he said you're going to be scattered into all nations, and he said you would be a byword. You know what a byword is? Something to look down upon with scorn. You understand what I'm saying? They know where they always got something negative to say about you. You know what they say? You know them old people this and them old people that and them old people that. But that is what you have become. You have become a byword. Nobody calls you what you are. You are an Israelite. That's what you are. But they call you everything but an Israelite, don't they? Now, skip down to verse 43. Go ahead and read.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
In other words, these are the people that are in the midst of you, the people that are around you. He said they're going to get up very high, and you're going to come down very low. I don't have to tell you on the bottom. You know it. You might not want to acknowledge it, but you know it. Go ahead and read some more.
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
Now you know who Israel is. Because who you going to loan anything to? You ain't got nothing. So who you going to loan something to? So now he letting you know that the Israelite will be doing the borrowing and not the lending. The man that you call Israelite, he's the one that does all the lending.
That's right.
But the Lord said that Israel would not be doing any lending. He would be doing the borrowing. That's what you got to borrow all the time. You can't do no lending. What you going to loan, $2? That's about all you got. You understand what I'm saying? And you need that. That's why you loan it to me in the morning and you back in the afternoon asking for it back. Look at me, I need them $2 back. But this is just how the Lord is describing the real Israelites here. You understand what I'm saying
sir.
here? Now, continue reading. What verse are we?
Middle of 44.
Go ahead.
He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
Uh-huh.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee.
Why?
Till thou be destroyed.
Why? Go ahead and read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his
Because
statutes.
you did not listen to the voice of the Lord your God to keep his command. You ever wondered why we are in the condition that we are in as a people I'm talking about? You say, well, you got the Africans over there. They suffering too, but they in their own land.
Yes, sir.
Lord say, Israel, you're going to get scattered out of your land, didn't it? They still sitting there, even though somebody else might be ruling over them and they might be suffering from oppression, yet they still in their land, so they do not fit this description.
That's right.
Every dark race of people is not the same. You know, we read that the other week, didn't we?
Yes,
you know, that Ham is the forefather of the dark races, but not the Negroes. Let you in on another little secret, too. Israel was even scattered into bondage among people that looked just like them. Another dark people. And that really started back in Egypt, but it is carried down even to this generation. You are still in bondage in other people's land that look just like you. We're going to show you that, too, before this lesson's over. What verse are we?
Middle of 45.
Go ahead and read it.
To keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Now he said it's going to come up on you because you refuse to obey the commandments of the Lord your God. Go ahead and read on.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
Look what he said. And they will be upon you for a sign and for a wonder. You know what a sign is? A sign is something that points out something. You understand what I'm saying? Will it just be up on that generation, or will it be up on all generations? Go ahead and read on.
And upon thy seed forever.
And upon thy seed too. So not just that generation these curses be on.
That's right.
So now, if these curses are for a sign, and you trying to figure out who Israel is, only thing you need to do is find out who got the curses on them, don't you? And you have discovered who Israel. It is just that simple. That man, he don't have the curses on him. He was not removed into bondage throughout all. He was not removed with it. And he is not on the bottom. He's on the top, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And he is the one that doing the lending and not the borrowing. So he don't fit the description, does it? But you fit the description of Israel to the letter. Just like a hand in a glove. Now, skip down to verse 63. Go ahead and read.
And it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoiceth over you to do you good and to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you.
Go ahead.
And to bring you to naught. And ye shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest to possess it.
So now Israel was about to go into the land, and what he's saying here, you know, when you get in that land, if you mess up, then you're going to be taken from off that land, and this is what's going to happen to you. Go ahead and read on.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
And so you will be scattered among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other. Go ahead and read on.
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
And when you're in these lands, you're going to serve other gods, and that is what Israel is doing. Wherever you'll find them at, they are serving other gods. They ain't serving the God of this Bible. Oh, yes, we are. I believe in the Bible. You ain't serving the God of this Bible, man.
That's right.
The God of this Bible said that you are supposed to keep the seventh day as the Sabbath day. You are supposed to keep the Passover, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the blowing of the trumpets, the Day of Atonement, and the Feast of the Tabernacle. You ain't keeping none of that stuff.
That's right.
So you ain't serving the God of this Bible, are you?
No, sir. Teach on, brother.
You are serving another God. The God of this Bible said that Jesus was going to die in the middle of the week and be in the grave 3 days and 3 nights, didn't he? But you are serving a God that I say I'm going in the grave on Friday evening and I'm coming out Easter Sunday morning.
That's right. Yes, sir.
So you are not serving the God of this Bible. You are serving other God. And when you deal with Easter, you are not dealing with the God of this Bible. You are dealing with a goddess known as a study.
That's right.
So just like the Lord said, when you be scattered into all these lands, you're going to serve other gods, even of wood and stone. And that is what you're doing, Israel. Wherever you find these people at, they are serving some other God, and they are not serving the true and living God of this Bible. I can go on and on. I can do a lesson, a several-hour lesson just about that.
Yes, sir.
You keep showing up here, you're going to learn a lot of stuff. Go ahead and read on.
Verse 65.
Go ahead.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
And among these nations, things ain't going to be well with you, Israel. You ever wonder why your plight is what it is? It is what it is because you did not obey the commandments of the Lord your God. Therefore, these curses have come upon you. Among these nations, you will find no ease. Don't get mad at the stranger. Get mad at your forefathers and you are truly the children of your forefathers. Just like they didn't want to keep you don't want to keep me. I guarantee you take this Bible and stick it on the Israelites' face and tell them, man, you know, you're supposed to be obeying the command. You tell you, get away from me with that, man. The last thing this people want to do is keep the command, and that is what got you